Okay, welcome everybody. And okay, welcome everyone. My name is Wisdom, and I'm a virtual assistant lead generation specialist. Well, a Salesforce administrator in view, you can call me a consultant. I help business owners increase revenue through digital marketing, website development, and project management. At the same time, I am the founder of Virtual Companion, which is an edtech platform with a mission to teach young talents like you digital skills that you need to strive in your career. All right. I know a lot of us have been finding it difficult to get a job, or we've been getting referrals, but we end up not getting the job of our dream. These are facts you need to know about your application. Number one, a single job opening gets an average of 250 applications. Do you know that? Did you also know that more than 80% of resumes don't make it past the initial screening? 1 in 10 resumes gets to a hiring manager. Less than 3% of resumes submitted result in a job interview. About 25% of resumes make it through the applicant tracking systems. We are going to talk about the applicant tracking system in our next module so you understand what that is. The ideal word count for a resume is between 475 and 600 words. And lastly, the more than 77% of resumes submitted for a job opening doesn't fit the criteria. The goal of our resume is to convince employers and clients that we are worth interviewing. It's not just about putting all the information there, but information that will make clients or employers convinced enough to call us for an interview. Now, how do we write a resume that will make our clients or customers call us for an interview and see us as someone who have the skills and the right mindset to take the role? One, on your resume, you should have your name and your contact details. Now, some have their names and contact details like this, the name and the contact details. Please and please do not add your full address. Do not add your full contact details because this will make you vulnerable to different people on the internet who can either hack you, steal from you, or come to your location and do things that is unfathomable. So it is always advisable not to put in your address. Instead, you can do your address this way. You can just put your name, your location, that is the city and in the city, or the city and the country. That could be Lagos, Nigeria, or the city in the city, Aguakota in city, Lagos. Do we understand? Don't also forget to add your LinkedIn URL. Majority don't even have a LinkedIn profile, but that is not a problem because we will be covering that topic also, LinkedIn optimization, in another module of this learning. So make sure you enroll for this class and subsequent ones. All right, let's continue. Now, after your contact information, don't forget, like I said, your name should come first. Your address, please do not use this address. Your email address is important. Here we have this. This is a correction on that. Your phone number should be here. Your email address should be here. And your LinkedIn address should be there. Then we move to your objective. Some call it objective, some call it summary, some call it whatever it is you want. Now, for this section of your resume, make sure it is catchy. Make sure it contains things that can make a client or resume want to read your resume. It takes an hiring manager 10 seconds to go through your resume to see if you are worth interviewing or not. And that is why this part is very important in getting you an interview. Now, let's imagine we have a professional tourist in view. That means this person is still a student. And as a student, you should tell us, okay, when you were learning this course, probably you're taking this course in school, what are those courses that helped you? Have you gone into volunteering? Did you volunteer on this role you're applying for? Or did you volunteer on a particular role in customer service, or you have I mean, you have the skills in project management. You know, these are basic things you need to talk about in your professional profile. So let's imagine as a customer service or a fresh graduate who doesn't even have an idea of what the job world is. Don't forget, even while in school, there are different organizations you've joined. Let's take, for instance, you're a secretary in your school. You can write those skills you were able to acquire as a secretary to apply for an administrative role. If you were a PRO in your school, you can have those skills and experiences you've had as a PRO in your school to apply for a job as a PR, as a marketer, as a social media personnel, or as a customer service. If you are a president in your school, those are leadership skills. You have a project management skills because you manage events, you manage people, you do a lot of things. So all these skills can come here. Now, here as your professional profile here now should have at least 2 tools you can use. Don't forget, before you write out this profile, please and please make sure you understand what the job description is. Now, let's take, for instance, what I advise my tutee is go on LinkedIn. Here, I know some of you are not really familiar with that platform, but I always advise you go on LinkedIn like this I have here. Then you search for the job role you're applying for. Let's say we're searching for customer service. So you search for customer service. Now let's go to the job description. Okay. Let's hold on while this load. We're going to jobs. You click on jobs. We're still waiting for this to load. All right. Now here are thousands of jobs posted on a daily. You can see. Now let's click on any of the customer service role. If I click on any, then let's come here and see the job description. Now look at the responsibilities. That means anybody applying for this must be able to provide leadership and coaching ability, must be able to have bachelor's degree, must be able to have excellent reading and verbal communication skills, and this person must also be proficient in the usage of Microsoft Office suite. Now, these qualifications and responsibilities could be used in your resume, in the summary or the professional profile. For example, we have this: a dedicated and results-driven customer service professional with a proven track record in effectively managing large amounts of incoming calls, generating sales leads, and building strong customer relationships. Skilled in identifying and assessing customer needs to provide tailored solutions and committed to meeting sales targets while delivering exceptional service. Now, you can use this. There are different objectives, summaries, or professional profile you can use to, depending on how you craft it. But don't forget, always use the exact job description. I mean, the keywords on the job description for your resume. Now let's look at this too. Another customer support. Don't forget, always search for the role you're applying for. You don't use one resume for all job applications. Please let us know that and let that stick with us. Do not apply to every job with one resume. Your resume must be tailored to the job you are applying for. If you're applying for the role of a project manager, please consider the job description before you write your resume. And that is where keyword optimization comes in. We are going to learn about that in the next module. So Now you go to LinkedIn and check the job description of a customer service of the role you're applying for. So you see, you will assist in troubleshooting. That means troubleshoot must be in your resume. For keyword optimization, that means escalating must be in your resume. That means words like able to work on multiple platforms. Here in your summary, if you're applying for this job, you can say, oh, I provide customer service through multi-channel platforms. That will give your resume an headshot in the ATS software. So let's get back to business. All right, still on the other resume we're looking at, don't forget your professional summaries will determine if an hiring manager or a recruiter will read your resume and also see you fit for an interview. Okay? All right. Now, the next one, which is very important, is to add your work experience. Either you're a fresh graduate, like I mentioned earlier, or someone who have been working in the workspace for a long time. As a fresh graduate, make sure your work experience speaks volume. Your work experience is gotten from the activities you take while you were in school. Just like I mentioned, a PR can also write the work experience for a social media manager, a content creator, a PR or a marketer, or customer service. And also a president, probably a faculty president or student union president, can also write the work experience for a project manager. Do you get it? Now, for those who have been in the industry for a very long time, please don't forget, let me show you this. Don't forget, your work experience really matters. Now, for your work experience, don't just tell us what you've done. Tell us what you do, how you do it, your accomplishment, and what does it save your company. Let's take, for instance, I work as a customer service representative. And while working as a customer service representative, what did I do? One, I managed an average of 150 incoming calls per day. Really, that is what I did, right? What did I accomplish? What does it save the company? One, since I managed the average of 150 incoming calls per day, it's led to a 20% increase in sales, right? That is an accomplishment. I'm telling whosoever is going to read this resume that, oh, this is what I did where I worked as a customer service representative. This is the result of what I was able to do. So your work experience should also carry your accomplishments and key results. What is the result of what you've done? What did you do? How did you do it? And what is the key result? Here we also have, now I'm saying I achieved a 95% customer satisfaction rate through active listening. Now I'm telling you, this is what I do. This is how I do it. And this is what happened. Did you get? So basically, this is how to write your work experience. And for your work experience, I'm still going to mention it again. Please do not forget, it has to be tailored based on the role you're applying for. If you're applying for customer service, please, your work experience must be related to customer service. If you've done something relating to customer, in fact, I always say everyone is a customer service because you communicate with people both in the bus, in your house, in the school, in your company, wherever you are, in the market, we communicate, we negotiate, we persuade people. Those are skills for customer service. So let's look at another example. We have the telesales and the complaint resolution. Look at what I have here. I don't have a perfect format on this resume, right? My work experience should not be formatted this way. Rather, it should be formatted this way. You should try to make use of at least 3 to 4 bullet points, and it must have keywords that is in the job description. So if the job description says, oh, we need someone who can generate leads for us, your resume should carry those keywords such as lead generation, and it should show work experience that relates to that. Do we get it? Yes. So let's continue. All right, that is that about your work experience. And just as I've mentioned earlier, I said you should use the same format as your work experience to add your volunteering experience. This goes to those of us who are fresh graduates. And I'm still going to state it again. If you are a fresh graduate, apply for those jobs that requires 2 years, 3 years experience. All you just need to do is write out everything you've done. Now, this is just on a side note. Write out everything you've done, all the skills you've acquired since you were in school and since you were out of school. Align those skills with the role that the job is actually searching for. If you are capable for the role, please apply. If you are not, get to upskill yourself. And to do this, you can either register with me at Virtual Companion or register with any upskilling tech school where you can get yourself where you can get your skills sharpened. Now imagine you're out of school for a year and as a customer service, you don't have a knowledge of different customer relationship management tools, or you don't even have a knowledge on project management tools. I won't hire you. And that is why I always advise my tutees that anytime you're on the job for 3 months, please pick up a skill to learn so you can sharpen and upskill your set of skills. Yeah. All right, so guys, let's see what we were able to do. Let's just for recap. Do not forget, when you're writing your resume, you are not the only person applying for the same role. And that is why you need to be intentional about your application. Do not rush about it. Either you get referrals or you get it on a job board. It is important to go to LinkedIn, compare the job descriptions you've seen, and see how you can tailor your resume. Your resume must be keyword optimized. And when I say keyword optimized, it means those keywords in the job description must appear in your resume because of the ATS. And I said for the application tracking software, we are going to discuss it in the next module. For your summary, do not forget, your summary is the first thing that will attract a recruiter to read the whole of your resume. And it takes just 10 seconds for an hiring manager or a recruiter to go through your resume and see you fit to get an interview. So this part of your resume is quite important. All right? Okay. Your work experience, either you are fresh out of school or you have been in the business for a very long time. For fresh out of school, you can incorporate all those skills you've acquired while in your school. There are different organizations you've joined, and if you are still in school, I would advise you to join different organizations and be probably the PR or the secretary, the treasurer. As a treasurer in school, you can apply for the role of an accountant and you can actually bring in those skills, those things you've done in your school as your work experience. Even if you're applying for internship, you can use those roles, those experiences you've gotten while you were in school as your work experience. And for those of us who have been in the work space for a very long time, or 0 to 1 or 2 years, we should also be able to think about everything we've done, how we did what we've done, and the accomplishment. What does it benefit the company? How does it benefit the country rather? How does it benefit the company? How? Pardon me. So basically, guys, that is that about your resume. And don't forget to also use the same format as your work experience. Whatever format or design you're going to use, please do not add your picture. It is not necessary. Do not add your contact information to the header and footer. Most of the times, the ATS don't see your contact if it's added to the header and footer. Make sure your phone number is somewhere very close here. Make sure you have your LinkedIn URL attached to your resume so that the hiring manager or the recruiter can check you out on LinkedIn. And if you don't have LinkedIn profile, you can reach out to Virtual Companion to help you with one or learn how to do it yourself. So till next time, I hope you'll be able to design your resume yourself from this, from this, to this. Isn't this perfect? Isn't this perfect? Okay.